today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns taking on Kyler Murray and the New York Jets.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And his first pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing now is Murray. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chris Jones, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. On the return, here's Agnew. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman from 3 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And this isn't what they want to see. Rivers, their captain, still down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Agnew now to return. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing.
He's got him in. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelce, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now a first carry for their fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. The Browns drive about to get started. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Murray now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Here's Murray. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Working with a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Murray going to throw. Caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing again, Murray. He's got Mason complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Murray. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week as they defeat the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. To return, here's Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Hurts. Flush to his right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, he rifles one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Catch is made by Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks and
touchdown, Browns! Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 20. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw. Murray, he's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Check 44. Check 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Hansen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 66 yards. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2nd and 11 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Murray, one final try. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long.